We're here in the beautiful Key Largo with LaBeouf Marine on a Blazer Bay 2700 hybrid bay. We're gonna walk around this beauty inside and out, run it around the bay, get some drone footage, show you the ins and outs, and you can get a boat like this, rigged like this for about 190K. Let's get into it. What we're gonna do now is deploy the power poles, which are incredibly nice if you're at the sandbar or just hanging out. You don't have to drop an anchor, and as you can see, I have this little control right here, which is an option. You can do it from anywhere on the boat, and you can also have a mount up on the console on your dash. So I think I'm in there. You're dug just enough, and that should hold us in place. Having two of them holds us from spinning in circles or just, spinning in the direction of the current. So this puts us right in place from where we drop and deploy the power poles. We're gonna go ahead and go through the walkthrough here real quick. We're gonna start off here in the casting platform on the bow. This boat has a 9'2" beam, holds 110 gallons of fuel, and has a great space up here to get up and do some fishing. A lot of storage up here too. So I'm gonna pop this open. You got an anchor locker up in the bow, a Minn Kota Terrova trolling motor here as well, which makes it real easy to get through the shallow waters. Lift your engine up from the jack plate, which this boat also has, and just silent stock. I'm gonna pop some of these hatches up. These are all insulated coolers throughout, and these are kill boxes, both port and starboard, insulated, macerated, and these in particular, Joey was telling me held ice for him for 3 days. Similar on both sides. You can use these as storage if you're not fishing, obviously, as they did here down the center. Pop this thing open. Got all your safety gear tucked away, out of the way, off the deck. Nice finish work. Gas shocked hatches make it easy to open and close. Nice hefty seal. And this is elevated also with the track to be able to eliminate any of that water that does land up on the deck, whether you're cleaning the boat, whether it's raining, anything like that. So here, you have a rear-facing seat area which also can be removed to reveal a little live well down in here. So that's nice if you want to cast some small baits off the bow, get this cushion out of the way, and it's real easy to do some fishing. Also, more into the storage, you got a great space here, which also has a little recessed piece for a 5-gallon bucket. So if you want to throw a cast net or something in here, it's easy to get it in and out and keep it in place while the boat is navigating. You also have a cooler right here, which is removable. This is actually nice. If you don't want this cooler here, you can get it up and out of the way. If you want to load the cooler up on the dock, you can do that, bring it in, and instead of having to get everything out of the boat so those drinks don't get slimy, you can actually just pull the cooler out, drain all the water out, leave it back in the shade out of the sun. So a nice little feature that I can appreciate. This Blazer Bay 2700 seems to be a 2-piece construction. You can see that as the flat sides right here, but they do add this piece. So you do have horizontal rod storage right there. And actually, Jason, come up here real quick. One thing that I forgot to mention, which is a really cool detail, is they actually have indentations built out here for your rod butts. And if you shoot over that way, you can put 6 or more, I believe, 7-foot long rods, hide them away, secure them up, lock this thing up, and keep them on the boat if you would want to do that with this lockable latch. Now on this one is rigged up with just about everything. It's got a stand through second station. They did a really nice job with the design. Little elevated section here, which gives you a bit of storage here for a wallet, a phone, anything like that. And then it gives you a few more inches for visibility up top. You open this hatch and you easily can stand through there, and the whole world changes when you get to that second station. You're only a few feet higher from where we are right here, but it's a whole different bolo wax. So really nice job what they did here. And again, you can get something like this for $190, which is a good price for everything you're getting here. You got twin Garmin MFDs, JL Audio sound system throughout. This one has a Suzuki 350 dual prop engine on it. Your ignition right here, your little vessel view, and some storage underneath. You got a little piece here if you want to use this either to rest your feet while you're running, which is an incredibly comfortable spot. Also to be able to jump up to that second station. I actually did it using the gunnel, jumping up to where these cup holders are. They actually put a little decking material so it gives you some grip, and it's easy to get up into that second station. You can also see there's a lot going on up here. There's plenty of lighting. You got 4 JL Audio 6x6s it looks like, and a little access panel up there towards the bow. Going up into this stand-through second station, for me, this is the perfect option because you can trailer this boat with no problem, staying underneath that maximum height restriction on a trailer. And then when you jump up on top, you just open this thing open, and you have your Garmin MFD up there, your Suzuki gauges, your control for the jack plate, and obviously your throttle, so you can control everything up there, stay up there all day, no problem. Have the visibility of a mini tower and kind of bundle it all into an excellent platform here on this Blazer Bay 2700 hybrid bay. Taking a look into the console headspace here, they do offer a porta potty, which is not in there at the moment. Otherwise, you do have a pretty nice drop down space, so it doubles up as excellent storage. And then you have access to your rigging, your fuse panel back there, battery switches, and the usual stuff you have, but good space for a 27 footer and a hybrid bay boat at that. Working our way back in the leaning post here, you have tackle storage, both port and starboard. They actually integrated a 28-gallon live well here in the leaning post, and you got twin 38s, both port and starboard here, so tons of live well space, adding what you have there in the bow. Then you have this piece right here, which obviously is a flat casting platform here as well. You can get in and out of the boat with this ladder, which is basically held here by pressure, so it's not an extra piece you got to pull in and out, which is something I like quite a bit. And then if you want to relax, you actually hit that button and you have a really nice seat, great backrest to run here comfortably in pretty much any sea that you're gonna run this thing. That's gonna be the softest ride in the whole boat right there. Now, lift this piece, click it in place. You got some storage right here, which is removable. So I can basically get this piece, pull it out, and that gives me full access to the bilge area. Good space again for a 27 footer. You can get in there and handle any sort of business that you need with your valves, macerators, bilge pumps, everything else. And then again, most of the time you're not going to need to deal with that in there, so you can cover this up, utilize that storage space, pop this piece down, jump in that seat, or drop the entire thing down and do some fishing. So again, we have power poles here, which we showed you a minute ago, and we do have Seastar steering on this one in particular, and a Bob's machine jack plate, which is really nice if you want to get into shallow water. Right now we pulled it up because we are in a shallow little area in this house right here, but when you're running the boat, you drop that down to get more stability. But really nice option to have that jack plate if you're running in shallow water or you want to get into a shallow sandbar with the family. As I mentioned, this one has a 350 dual prop from Suzuki, but you can go up to 450 max horsepower on this, and this boat has a really respectable 16-inch draft. So I want to pop open one of these 38-gallon live wells. That's an excellent size for a live well right here, a nice oval shape. And then when you're running, if you want to load up with bait, actually close this up and pressurize the live well, you can do that without getting any water up on the deck and the boat, because they did create this little exit channel that conveniently throws that water right off the transom. All right, so we jumped right up on plane. It's got the single 350 on it. Wouldn't hurt it to have a little bit more power, but that dual prop really grabs and gets it on plane with no problem. We're cruising at 32, 33 miles per hour. The miles per gallon is not working at the moment, but Joey told me that he did a dry Tortugas trip running 80 plus miles in each direction, full load, fished, came back, and burned like 73 gallons throughout the whole trip. So you're doing well into the 2.5 mile per gallon, maybe even better with this setup right here. So that concludes our day here in Key Largo with LeBoeuf Marine and Blazer Bay on their 2700 hybrid bay. Really nice boat. You can see how pretty the lines are. The stand-through second station is the perfect complement. Power poles, perfect inshore boat. You can get out to the reef, you can go offshore on a good day. It's perfect for the Florida Keys, and thankfully we had the opportunity finally to get on one of these Blazer Bay boats. So at the $190 price point, they have it listed as you see it sitting right there. It's a pretty good option for you to consider if you're in the market for a hybrid boat like the 2700.